My name's Mark. I work at Snow and Rock in Hemel Hempstead. I'm the equipment supervisor here. I've been snowboarding for about 8 or 9 years, and today we're going to be going through edging your snowboard and your skis. The basic equipment you're going to be needing for this, for the basic edge, is an edging tool with multiple degrees of angle and a gummy stone. Okay, these are the highest important ones. For anyone who wants to go a little bit further into their edging, you can buy specialist side cut glides, okay, with a file and also a diamond file, and this is called a base bevel. These areas here are mainly for racers and expert snowboarders and skiers. We're basically going to be going through the basics with the Toco. And the first thing we do is we take our gummy stone, okay, and we're going to rub it along the edge of the snowboard itself. This is basically to remove any light burrs, any rust, and any other particles which have gained themselves onto the edge itself. Okay? If you do have a major burr, this is an area where you put your finger across here and you can see a very light, sharp ripple across the top part of your actual edge. This is something we need to remove now. Now, to remove this edge, we take a file and very lightly glide across. This can also be done within a workshop and a trained technician who can remove all these very easily for you. The next part is to pick your angle. Now, with most snowboarding skis, it's around the 90 to 89 degree angle, okay? Anyone who's in racing, that depends on your ski brand itself and your style. They do go all the way up to 87 degrees, okay? What we're gonna do is put the file in the machine, do it up nice and tight, okay, to ensure this does not move, okay? If you can just see, there's an arrow pointing here. Okay, this is the direction we're actually going to be filing from. So we place the rollers on the base of the snowboard, which means we're going to be pulling towards myself. So we start at one end and very smoothly pull towards yourself. Do not change the pressure, okay, and change the angle. Try and keep yourself in a nice, smooth position. If you do this, what will happen is that it will change the actual degrees of the actual sharpen, okay, and it's also going to cause a few problems when you're trying to finish off the last part. So again, do it once or twice, just to gauge. Once this is done, I use a very famous method, which is called your fingernail. So ladies, you might not want to do this, okay? It involves basically putting your fingernail across the actual snowboard. What this is going to do is, if you start to lose some of your fingernail to it, it means it's slightly sharp. You can just see it there, okay? This is sharp, okay? You can make them sharper, but that's down to your personal preference. Once you've done that, we take a light file, okay, and we basically just make sure we remove any burrs across the bottom part. Again, checking to see if it's nice and sharp. Okay, this is the area we want to be sharpening. Now, there is one area of a snowboard which is called the contact points, and this applies to skis as well, which are these areas here. It's the point where the snowboard touches the most amount of snow. Now, what we don't want on a ski and a snowboard is we don't want these areas here sharp, because what happens is it will catch and it will drag the skier or snowboarder off in a random direction and most probably ragdoll them down the slope. So how we finish off that is, once we've sharpened here, we take a nice file and very lightly tune the ski or snowboard like that. Now, this is still sharp and it's still going to be able to what we class as initiate a turn, but it is actually going to help stop you from ragdolling all the way down the slope. And that's the basics of actually tuning your snowboard edges. The best way you can get your best edge and best finish for this is to bring it into a technician at any qualified store, because they'll be able to get it nice and sharp and best condition at the end of it.